Imagine you were very confident that we were going to be visited by super intelligent aliens in, let's say, 10 years or 20 years at the most. See, in the middle of the pyramid, I'd be like, aliens for sure. There's no way they could have made it.
The ancient pyramids of Egypt are one of the most breathtaking structures ever made by man. These pyramids, built about 5,000 years ago, were constructed at a time when Egypt was one of the richest and most powerful civilizations in the world. As a result, they become a subject of both fascination and speculation to all of mankind. Today, archaeologists suggest that the ancient Egyptians were far more advanced than we thought they were. But it doesn't fully explain how they were able to build and precisely execute a 500-foot pyramid when the most advanced form of technology they had was only copper. Something just doesn't feel right. Tech-Billionaire and Tesla CEO, Elon Musk might have just revealed a secret that the Egyptians and many archaeologists have been hiding from you. This revelation has sparked a lot of controversies, and it will change everything we know about the pyramids. So, what did Elon Musk say about the pyramids? Who really built the Pyramid of Giza? The mystery surrounding the origin of the pyramids in Egypt is one of the 7 mysteries whose components have never been pieced together. There have been many attempts made to define how these enormous structures came into existence. However, none of these attempts has provided a definition of their being that is both gratifying and conclusive. Elon Musk, currently the richest man in the world, has recently become involved in these discussions, claiming to understand what no one else has been able to comprehend. The story behind the construction of the pyramids of Egypt has never been as relevant as today when there is a serious debate about the existence of aliens. Egypt is the only place on the planet that compares. Massive structures in the shape of pyramids first appeared many years ago, during the reign of the pharaoh, who gathered Egypt. All of these pyramids added to the beauty of the Egyptian landscape. According to the evidence, the 104 pyramids with superstructures and the 54 pyramids with substructures were most likely built around 4,600 years ago. This region contains some of Egypt's most magnificent tombs, many of which date back to the Old Kingdom. The Egyptian pyramids have truly withstood the test of time. People today would probably think you were insane if you asked them to construct something that would have to last for the next 5,000 years. Despite their popularity in many parts of the world, little is known about them. Experts in science, engineering, and architecture were perplexed by the project's execution due to the high quality of the materials used and the meticulous planning that went into it. From the blueprints to the construction to the materials, it's clear that a lot of thought and effort went into every aspect of its creation. The pyramids were built with granite-looking stones. There was no way for water to get through these stones. This only extended their useful life. Most experts agree that this was not a groundbreaking study but rather the application of sound scientific principles in practice. But, what is the mystery behind the pyramids? Knowing about the pyramids in Egypt is one thing, but having a solid understanding of how they were built is entirely different. Due to this factor, their construction has remained a mystery up until this day. Where did the men of ancient times, between the years 2550 BC and 2490 BC, get the skills, technology, and ideas to bring them up? The majority of the hypotheses regarding the construction technique of the building center on the concept that enormous stone blocks were carved out of quarries with copper chisels, and then these blocks were dragged and lifted into position. The primary point of contention centers on the procedures that were utilized in the relocation and resetting of the stones. In addition to the numerous open debates, there have been disagreements regarding the type of workforce that has been employed. The ancient Greeks, who witnessed the event many centuries after it had already taken place, believed that the pyramids were built using forced labor. But what if they were built by aliens? There have been numerous incoherent theories proposed to explain the pyramids' construction, but there have also been some plausible explanations. However, not even one approach has been able to produce a solution that has garnered widespread support up to this point. It is not uncommon to find a quote or mention of Elon Musk in a post discussing a topic that appears to be relevant to every person on the planet. This time around, he did not miss out on participating. It was on Twitter, by far his preferred platform, that he initially disseminated the astounding news that has everyone talking. His followers had no choice but to read his writings over and over again in order to confirm their impeccable truthfulness. The idea that these pyramids were not built by men but by aliens is not only an overactive imagination but also a terrifying one. Aliens built the pyramids, obviously. The American billionaire tweeted. This was the first step toward adopting a completely different point of view. Once more, his followers did not disappoint. Naturally, this is merely scratching the surface of the responses that people have had to the claim. It was difficult for him to comprehend how the ancient people had constructed the pyramids because they appeared to be so intricate. He believes that an extraordinary being from another planet or another dimension is responsible for this. To put it another way, if they didn't have alien help, they wouldn't have ever existed. In a response that was published a little under 24 hours after the initial post, Rania Al-Mashat, Egypt's Minister of International Cooperation, stated that she enjoyed Musk's work and thanked him for his contributions. In addition to this, she strongly suggested that he investigate the history of the Egyptian pharaohs in order to gain a better understanding of the construction of the pyramids. Musk has a stellar business reputation. His efforts and business activities are clear evidence of this. Despite their unconventional nature, his ideas aim to make the world a better place. If Musk ever visits Egypt, one thing he will do is seize any opportunity that comes his way. The post by Elon received mixed reactions. A majority of his followers expressed skepticism from different points of view. He has a record of saying things that are not true in reality. However, not everything that he mentions is meant for fun and passing time. Like any other businessman, he's certain about what he shares with the public. In a widely shared video on an Arabic social media platform, Zahi Hawass called Musk's claim a complete hallucination. Seemingly, the author of this statement clearly does not believe in intelligent life existing elsewhere in the universe. In addition, he does not accept arguments that cannot be supported by scientific research. When it comes to the debate over whether or not aliens do or do not exist, Elon has just ratcheted up the tension by raising the stakes. Even though there has never been any proof in the form of physical evidence that aliens exist, he is of the firm belief that they are out there watching over us in some capacity. In addition, Elon asserts that extraterrestrial beings were responsible for the construction of the pyramids, despite the fact that there has never been sufficient evidence to suggest that extraterrestrial beings have visited our planet. It appears that the time has come for us to unearth the complete and unadulterated reality regarding extraterrestrial beings. Spending more time attempting to figure out how man built the pyramids appears to imply that the answer lies elsewhere. Many historians and Egyptologists believe that extraterrestrials built the pyramids, despite the fact that mainstream academics have largely rejected this theory. The idea that aliens have visited Earth in order to make contact with humanity, on the other hand, has a natural explanation. Given where we are now in terms of knowledge, it may be reasonable to conclude that ancient cultures did not have the technology to build pyramids. With today's technology, we can't even come close to replicating the Egyptian pyramids. What are your thoughts on this matter? As always, thanks for watching our video. See you in the next one.